All right, with us right now, we've got Doug Dibert. Doug, you are the founder and CEO of Magnifi. And Doug, what we're going to be talking about today is the power of video. And so listen, if the person, our guest who's listening to us right now, our conversation is in business for themselves, or if they're in a leadership position with their company, we're going to turn them into an evangelist for video in ways that they may not be using it. And of course, obviously, one thing that we're going to focus on for sure is the power of video testimonials, since that's what Magnifi does. And by the way, for the folks that are listening to us, let me spell Magnifi for you, because it's, again, one of those cool next-gen spellings where you take out half the letters. It's Magnifi.com is M-A-G, and this is where it gets silly here, NFI. But you got listen, it's a great domain. It was available. Less letters, easier to type in, but it's Magnifi.com. And again, that's MAGNFI.com. So again, Doug, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
So let's talk about why video is so critical in the year 2020 and beyond.
Gosh, so why video is so important? It's because we live in a visually engaging society, right? Nobody wants to take the time to, or nobody cares about your gigantic block of text trying to explain something. So whenever I give a talk to like a big group of marketers or trade people or whatever, and usually I open up my talk with having them read a giant block of text on a big overhead. And I'll do it as serious as I possibly can do it. Just say, hey, just want to take a moment for you guys. Before we get started, could you just take a moment? I want you to read this screen really fast. And I'll just go dead silent for like 2 minutes. It's painful, right? And about the 1 minute mark, I'll be like, hey, how's it going? Everybody good to go? And you guys enjoying the reading? And people, I hear the groans, and obviously I'll be like, all right, guys, so how many people made it past the first sentence? And like a couple people raised their hands, like how many people didn't read it at all or didn't care? Most people like raised their hands. And I go, that's what the majority of people feel about your website. It's loaded with a bunch of text stuff that you may think is like gold and it's magical, but guess what? They don't care. Not to mention with video, I mean, it's your personality, is coming across in what you're saying, right? And people want to connect with a human being. That's the biggest thing right now, is with the age of AI and all that stuff. And all AI stuff is awesome, but people still want to connect with a person, right? So that's just a few reasons as to why video is the demand for it is exponentially growing.
Yeah, it absolutely is. So what a great illustration too. And that is kind of a powerful way to make your point across. But if you look at heat maps of your own website, and I challenge anyone to do this, install a free heat map, go take a look at how consumers are responding to your website. And if there is any paragraph more than like 2 sentences, good luck. Good luck. And so you may as well not even put it on there. Like your only reason you'd put it on there was maybe for Google's benefit. But I would argue against that, again, because Google is really favoring how are humans engaging with your website. That's what they really want to replicate as best as possible. And they've gotten very intelligent in that. So you have to understand that even text, like it needs to be, I mean, we just got to dumb it down. Imagine, and with the way I explain it, Doug, is that we're earning our clients or our customers' attention like 3 to 8 seconds at a time.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
As soon as you fail one of those 3 to 8 second increment tests, you're done. You've lost them. And so everything needs to be so super easy to digest. That it's just, again, imagine that you're just dealing with the most ADD person you could possibly imagine. And guess what? That's everybody.
That's the person staring you in the mirror.
And they used to make fun of my generation, Gen Xers, who were raised on Sesame Street. Oh, the Gen Xers, they have no attention because they were raised on Sesame Street, and Sesame Street segments are 2 minutes in length, or 2 to 3 minutes in length. And so they laugh about us not being able to stay focused on anything for more than 2 to 3 minutes. Well, today, again, that's like 2 to 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's not just young people. It's not millennials or Gen Y or Gen Z or whoever it is. It's everybody. And because we're bombarded with messages.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So talk about why video can keep someone's attention a little bit longer.
Versus text, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the simple fact that whether if you're listening to this or if you're watching this on video, I mean, you've already spent more than 3 to 6 seconds engaging with content, right? And that's the biggest thing, is that people want to engage with a person. Then I think that's the biggest thing. Yeah. Is that nobody cares so much about it goes back to like Simon Sinek, right? Sinek. And people don't care so much about what you do, but the why behind it, right? And video is a fantastic way to communicate that why. And when I'm doing, I occasionally do consulting with companies on their video marketing plan, and like usually the first series of videos I have them make is the about us or about me video. And it's not like the about me who's the profession, right? It's the about me video that's you as parents, you as a mom or a dad, you as who's lived in the community for X number of years, has X number of kids or fur babies, right? Talking about you as a person, right? Because that's the first step with getting people to connect with your business, is they're learning about you and why you do what you do.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about why testimonials are so important.
Absolutely. So right now you're seeing a ton of the fake written reviews. Yeah. Written reviews are beginning to lose their power, right? Which is, you're seeing like, the star rating, and they're pushing to getting the star rating, but even the star ratings now are like, well, I mean, is it legit, or is it somebody down the road, clicking the star rating or writing that review, right? And you're seeing a lot of fake reviews coming out, or a lot of people who are writing fake reviews that are negative on competitors' websites. Yeah. So you just, it's sad, but video is the unbelievable way to combat that. And it's a real person on camera talking about how your product or your service made their life better. And the beauty with video, right? If you're watching this with this video cast, you're seeing me use my hands, you're seeing my facial expression, you're hearing the tone of my voice, right? And we all have built-in BS meters, right? When we're talking to someone, we can tell if somebody is, well, most of us, right, can tell if somebody is BSing us, right? So if you're watching a video review and your BS meter kind of kicks into play, you're like, I don't know if I believe that's an actor, or they got paid to do something like this. It just doesn't feel right. That feeling comes across, right? With a written review, that's easy to fake, right? Oh, there's such a fantastic product. It was really great. It helped me, right? Where there's somebody on camera talking about it, it's just blows written reviews out of the water. And it's the natural, especially with search, right? It's going to be the natural iteration. I think you're going to see very soon Google making a move to really push and promote video reviews and video testimonials beyond written. Because if you think about it, right, it's the natural iteration of things. So if you have obviously the text, and then you have the pictures, then you have the written, video is on the rise, and Google wants to stay ahead of the curve, right? So what is next? It's video. They're pushing it with YouTube. You're obviously with video, they bought that for a reason. So I think you're going to see, my prediction is you're going to see a change in that search algorithm with the next, probably, I bet next first quarter of next year. You're going to see video reviews and video testimonials getting a lot more authority versus a written.
And I think that we're quite a ways off from, it's so easy to fake written reviews. It's a lot harder to fake video reviews right now.
Yep.
5 years from now, maybe, the technology will keep improving I've seen some creepy stuff, but
some AI robots coming in.
I know. Yeah, right. But I think that there's something like people connect with people. I mean,
Absolutely.
unless it's like a major big brand like Disney or Apple or something like that, most business owners don't have the luxury of a big brand relationship out of the gate. Like, it's going to start with a person. So they're going to connect with the founder or the spokesperson,
yep.
or, certainly other clients that are using the service. So like for me, I remember, long time ago when I was doing marketing, and we would do these in-person presentations. And then at the end, we'd have, 5 to 7 people come up, and they would just kind of share their story of using the product. Mm-hmm. And then, we used to tell people, like when we train on how to do sales presentations, I'm like, you know what? The data really doesn't matter. Like the stuff that the facts and figures of what you're selling, people are like, that's great. But the most important part are the customer stories at the end. Because if I'm looking at a service, all I want to know is there's someone like me that's used the service and what was their outcome. And if I'm watching a video of them, it's undeniable. I'm looking at them, I'm like, okay, it looks like they're kind of at my level in business. She has my level of success or competence or whatever, or, dealing with the challenges that I'm dealing with. And lo and behold, she used this product, she had this experience with it, and she had this outcome. Like, I'm like, okay, what more do I need to say?
It goes back to the the what's in it for me, right? How will this make my life easier or better?
Yeah.
Right. And that another human being talking about that's it's almost like it's a referral. Well, it is a referral, right? But it's another human being on camera, right? The biggest compliment we get when we first launched Magnifi was that these videos are authentic because they're looking at their cell phone, or they're looking at their webcam on their computer or their tablet, and they're talking to it. Right. And it has the ums and the ahs, and it's not super like crazy polished up, but polished up just enough, right?
I like that. So Doug, obviously there are some ways that someone could kind of just get started with this. Like if they're like, oh, well, I'm interested in Magnifi. I'd like to kind of maybe get the ball rolling first, or test some stuff out before, we make the investment into a platform that will help us do that, even though your pricing is very accessible. If you don't mind sharing, like what are some ways that might be a little bit more work, but at least someone can kind of get some test cases like, oh yes, we should really take this seriously. We've tested it out. We've gotten some positive responses. What are some free ways that people could do it? And then we'll kind of talk about how Magnifi improves that.
Sure. So with Magnifi, we have 2 models. One is called the pay-per-video model, where you can set up an account absolutely free, cost you nothing to sign up, get an account. You could start sending requests to video testimonials to your happy clients anywhere on the planet, right? They record it off their smartphone, their tablet, their computer with the webcam. And then the beauty about Magnifi, when I developed it, I'm like, you know what? I never want anybody to pay for a video that they don't want, right? So they record that video testimonial, or you produce like your own original branded video content. Maybe you're making your expert tip video of the week, right? You see that big time on LinkedIn, right? Those expert tip videos. But for a video testimonial, they can record it, and then that video will go to your dashboard. In your My Videos area, you can play the video back to see if you like it. It'll come back fully produced and ready to go if you utilize what we call the collective video testimonial tool. And we have tools for mass capturing video testimonials as well, like with just one link. You embed it in an email, you embed it in a landing page, mass capture video testimonials. But the point is, you're able to look at those videos to see if you like it. And if you like it, you can purchase it with a video credit. Or if we're with Magnifi Plus, you can pay one flat rate of $37 a month, and it's unlimited. Video testimonials, branded videos, and with Plus, you get case study videos, 3 questions, 3 answers. Magnifi produces the video, and then video email. So record a video and email and send that to your clients. It's a fantastic conversion tool for prospecting. So, but the bottom line, if the freemium, the freemium get going, want to test it out model, Absolutely. Create an account, start sending requests right away, and only pay for the videos you want. If you like it,
Sure.
rock on. If you don't, delete it, say bye-bye to us, but we think you'll love it.
Outside of the Magnifi platform, which I appreciate, again, I just want people to get in the habit of having conversations with their clients. And so even like, again, if you want just an assignment right now, is next time you are either in person, if you're in person with a client, just grab your smartphone, record the video. Yes, you're going to have to upload it somewhere. Yes, you're going to have to then embed it on your website. So there's some extra steps, which I know Magnifi, that's one of the benefits.
Yeah.
And then plus it adds the intro and the background music and all that sort of thing, which is nice. But, again, at the very, very least, I can't stress how important it is to be your own glam squad. And when you talk to people, just ask them, just say, hey, I know we have some experience of working together. Would you mind if I recorded a quick video? Maybe just put it directly on social media if you want to. But please don't miss out on this. Let me just tell you that, not you, Doug, but again, to our friend listening, if you're just relying on text testimonials and text reviews, that's not going to do enough for you. You need to lift that from the page, and you need to connect with your audience in a way that only you can do with video.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the easiest way to get started, is bust out your smartphone. You have a phenomenal tool in your pocket, right? You're paying a hefty monthly fee to have that iPhone, that Android in your pocket. And after you've completed a service for a happy client, and you're right there with them, to say, hey, would you mind if I captured your story, a quick, just 30, 50-second story about how much you love working with me? Would that be okay? Right? And then, you can get techniques to, incentivize, to thank them for their time, for making the video, right? Because even if they're taking 30 seconds to 50 seconds to make you a video, you know what? Thank them for their time. Thank them for being a great customer. Most people do it already, right? So grab that quick little video and thank them for their time. Brilliant.
Well, Doug, again, you're found on the web at magnifi.com. And once again, let me spell that. It's MAGNFI.com. You've got 2 levels of service. One is just kind of pay as you go, for each video. And the other one is, if you want the Netflix model, then you can pay a low monthly fee and you can record as many as you want. Now, are the videos actually hosted with Magnifi?
Nope. So once you accept the video, you could download it. You can one-click upload to YouTube right from the dashboard and use that video anywhere you want.
Excellent. So someone can see. There are demos, full demos, as you would imagine, video demos. I hope so. Wouldn't that be a bummer if we go to Magnifi and it's just nothing but a big text website? Well, Doug, thank you so much. Doug Dibert, you're the founder and CEO of Magnifi. Thank you so much. I'm a huge fan of video testimonials, huge fan of video in general, video communication, video email, video everything. I honestly think for 2020, for the founders and leaders listening to our conversation, please put this up toward the top of your list of priorities for this year. And I promise you, it's going to make a difference on your conversion rate, on your engagement, on your, just allowing people to share you more easily. And, when you get someone to share kind of a testimonial of your company too, it's reaffirming. Yes, I did make a good decision. Exactly. I am smart. And that doesn't hurt.
They call it the holy grail of consumer reviews for a reason. Right? Because it's so unbelievably powerful, right?
Awesome. Well, Doug Dibert, thank you so much for joining us.
Josh, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.